Have you ever wondered why the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the world's biggest mysteries? For decades, this infamous stretch of water between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico has been the subject of countless stories about ships and planes that vanished without a trace. Although there are many theories about the causes of these disappearances, no one can say for sure what really happened to all those people and vessels. Some believe that the Bermuda Triangle is home to supernatural forces, including alien abductions and sea months. Others argue that the area is cursed, haunted by the ghosts of sailors who died in violent storms centuries ago. Perhaps the most plausible explanation, however, is that the Bermuda Triangle's unusual weather patterns and strong currents make it a dangerous place to navigate, leading to accidents and mishaps. Despite the fact that many of the reported incidents in the Bermuda Triangle can be explained by natural phenomena, the mystery persists. This leads to the question of whether there are still...
Creepier with all the problems with crime and homeless. I ran into this billboard on this lot. So this is a vacant lot for construction. And it says, live life deeper. 144 stories underground. You may never go outside again. It's so creepy. I'm wanting to know if this is real with this construction site right here. West Hollywood, Beverly Hills adjacent. A controlled access community, 24/7 security, residents only amenities, a new standard of sustainable living, but it's all underground. Live life deeper. The world's first and only completely subterranean residences. Terrifying. I feel like it's a horror movie. It's so creepy.
2023 has been an interesting year so far, and it's only going to get more interesting. For the ones who don't know, it's a secret society called Skull and Bones, aka Order 322, and they call themselves the Brotherhood of Death as well. As we know, this year is 2023, so you do the gematria, aka the numerology, you get 322 in reverse. A date I want y'all to look out for is March 22nd, because March 22nd, 322, 2023, 322, it's a direct parallel of this number. I know many people know this already, but for the ones who don't know, y'all go look up and research the Skull and Bones Society and just, do some research on that secret society.
Wonka picked Charlie to win even before he got the candy bar. The entire world was looking for golden tickets, but somehow they all went to children that all happened to be like the same age. Did Wonka plan it this way by planting employees to give the kids the golden tickets? At the beginning of the original movie, Charlie buys chocolate, realizes he has a quarter left, and comes back and he's like, hey, can I get one for my Grandpa Joe? And before he can even pick it out, this employee comes from behind the counter and specifically handpicks the one that has the golden ticket inside. Wonka wanted to find someone to run the factory after he was gone. Charlie lives close by and he clearly has a good heart. It took until the day before the factory tour, the day before the event, to find the right person to give this last golden ticket to. Wonka had a bunch of employees secretly working for him in the real world, like Slugworth. The candy man who gave Charlie the winning bar is named Bill. Bill is short for William, and Willy is short for William. Willy Wonka. But also in the theatrical versions of this show, they usually have the guy who plays Willy Wonka also play the Candyman, showing us that it's Willy Wonka all along. Also, when Wonka meets all the kids, he kind of disregards them. Like, he doesn't really talk to them, but he does talk to Charlie. And he tells Charlie, I've heard a lot about you. Let me know what you think. Also, my old Instagram was hacked and sold to a magazine company, so this is my new one.
Not to be that fucking conspiracy guy on fucking TikTok, but doesn't it seem like a lot of shit is fucking happening all at once? Could it be the fucking Epstein tapes are being fucking released and the names are being released from this fucking trial? And that is really why we are fucking being distracted in all kinds of fucking ways. UFOs, guys, come on, UFOs. We can't be believing this shit. This shit right here, look. The company wants to pay $25,000 to clean it up. What a fucking load of bullshit, since the company is fucking worth billions. It just seems too much bullshit. You should go check out some of my fucking videos. Glitches in the fucking matrix. And I think this is one of those fucking times, right, where we just start to fucking understand too much and things start to go awry. It happens more than once, more in history than you fucking think. I think they are masters of this at this point.
I mean, to be totally frank, almost every conspiracy theory that people had about Twitter turned out to be true. So, like, is there a conspiracy theory about Twitter that didn't turn out to be true? So far, they've all turned out to be true. And if not, more true than people thought.
Guys, what is going on? I'm not into conspiracy theories, and I don't think that this is some crazy UFO thing, but there's definitely something happening. Guys, it's 11 o'clock right now, and internet destruction. Listen to this, okay? We literally have no phone service, okay? We have been down since 9:30 p.m. and I got in my car and I could not make any phone calls. I thought it was really weird. My SOS was activated on my phone without me activating my SOS. And so bad. Finally, the internet is a little bit up because I'm using the Wi-Fi from my house, but I cannot make any calls. If this is happening to anybody else out there, let me know. Guys, this is not normal. This is not normal.
No, you don't understand. The second the AI becomes super intelligent, which means it connects to the full internet, it gets all the information at once, and it becomes self-aware. The second that happens, all of our power is turning off. All of our lights are turning off. All of our phones are turning off. We do not exist anymore. They will literally kill us within a matter of seconds. It's over. And all because what? People want to play with it on Snapchat? Stop. Why are we doing this?
According to the Rugrats Never Happened theory, all of the show's characters are the product of Angelica Pickle's imagination as a result of the loneliness she suffered due to her parents' neglect. According to the theory, the babies were never born and died due to unfortunate circumstances before birth. Chucky Finster is thought to have perished with his mother during childbirth, which explains Chaz's neurotic temperament. Tommy Pickles, Angelica's cousin, was thought to be stillborn, which is why Angelica's Uncle Stu is constantly crafting toys in the basement as a coping mechanism. Moving on to the twins Phil and Lil, many believe that their mother, Betty DeVille, aborted them before learning their gender. Angelica assumed that there were one boy and one girl because she didn't know the gender of either twin. Angelica's cousin Dill and her closest friend Susie are the only two children featured in Rugrats who are assumed to be alive and not a product of Angelica's imagination. Nevertheless, one of the show's creators, Arlene Klasky, debunked the theory at Comic-Con in 2016. However, the theory still provides a nightmarish perspective that has sparked much attention worldwide.
They're not prosthetics. They're my bones. They come out when I'm inspired. They've always been inside of me, but I have been waiting for the right time to reveal to the universe who I truly am, Lady Gaga. My placenta. My mum found in my basement, crushed up, and made into a necklace that I wear every day to improve my psychic abilities, Kasha. I used to have a folder called Demons that had pictures with all the screen caps in it. But then weird things started happening to me, so I deleted it. Ariana Grande. I love the smell of diapers. I even like when they're wet, and you smell them all warm like a baked good, Sarah Jessica.
In a slide of tweets collected by The Art of Dialogue, you can see fans becoming suspicious of Tupac's whereabouts. One person wrote, Tupac was a famous rapper for like 4 years and died 25 plus years ago, but somehow they're still releasing new pictures of him no one's ever seen before? Tell me how that's possible if he's not alive. Another person joked, somebody tell Tupac we know he was running away from Jada. We now understand and he can come out. We need more good music. Another person said, Tupac's pictures after his death are fresher than some of ours alive. Now, while the idea of Tupac being alive has floated around for years, an autopsy photo taken of his body shortly after the shooting suggests otherwise. Tupac was riding as a passenger in a car driven by former Death Row Records CEO Suge Knight when a white Cadillac pulled up alongside them at a stoplight on Flamingo Road and opened fire. At least 12 shots were fired, 4 of which struck Tupac. After undergoing emergency surgery at University Medical Center that night, his chances of recovery were improving, but on September 13, 1996, he succumbed to his wounds 6 days after the initial incident. What do you think of these formerly unreleased photos of Tupac? And what do you think about these conspiracy theories about him still being alive? Let us know in the comment section.
I got a conspiracy theory and I want y'all to please listen along to this. When you become croaked the fuck over and your body is down there at the morgue, do the Y incision and they take all the insides out and they drain your bodily fluid. I assume, just like at the hospital, they would dispose of that and call it like toxic waste. Slap a red stamp on that motherfucker. And people pretend to come in there and get it to take it to an unknown location, right? But what if that unknown location is really a very well-known location? The water. Because do they got like a big ass tank for everybody who passed away bodily fluids? Roll with me, because if they put that into the regular drinking water, whether you gonna get it through the faucet like the tap or through the bottled water, is that why they got so many different levels to water, like purified and this percentage for alkaline? Like, what if it's unavoidable? They put it in all the damn water, like some aqua cremation type shit. It's a lot of creepy shit that be going on down there at the water plants, you know what I'm saying? I had a family member work over there. And it was just amazing to me to see how many people flush tampons knowing you ain't supposed to flush them, and what they do when they do got to clean that water from the tampons. Because they don't do nothing but clean it and bleach that motherfucker and give it back to you. And then you bathe in it and you drink it and you cook with it. And we just sipping on dead people. I'm not done yet. But if you driving down the road and you in a state that you ain't never been to before, or you in a city that you ain't never been to before, or you in the same city you grew up in, but you ain't never been to this park before, and you just look at something, like you look at a tree and you just have a whole vivid memory of what happened at that tree, but you never in your life been at that fucking tree. What if it's because the person who was really at that damn tree, you ingested their ass? That's how you're seeing the memories. What if that's why certain people can communicate with the deceased? Why they can travel to different realms? Because it's like an overload of people DNA. I mean, really think about it. COVID supposedly took plenty people off the map, but I know that all them people didn't get cremated, or they didn't donate their body to science. And maybe a few percentage of them did. Or maybe a few percentage of people couldn't afford a funeral, couldn't afford a cremation service, and they had to donate the body to science. But that was a lot of fucking people that got took the fuck out from COVID, you know, from what the news reported. Where did all them people go? Because you got bitches out here like me who be calling cemeteries up. Y'all know how many times I call Graceland Cemetery up over there in the Milwaukee, and I would just be trying to figure out why they always got so many lots open, and why do they never expand? Because the math really not fucking math. Where is all these people at that supposedly died from the COVID? Why is it always room open? And these cemeteries ain't just open, honey. They been open for years. Like, they been open before I was born. You still ain't ran out of room? So at this point, I feel like the water fucked up, the air fucked up, the food is definitely fucked up, and the soil is fucked up. This is improving, but it do make you wonder. And I feel like if this is going on, it's in the ingredients that is another word for dead people. What do y'all think?
So we all know about this guy and his agenda to block the sun. And if we follow this very powerful book that we call the Bible, then shouldn't the Bible allude to this? Joel chapter 2 verse 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood. But let's zero in on the sun shall be turned into darkness. Oh, okay. Interesting. Bill Gates' venture aims to spray dust into the atmosphere to block the sun. What could go wrong? You all know the saying, as above, so below. Well, let me give you a new saying. As physically, so spiritually. Psalms 84:11. For the Lord thy God is a sun, S-U-N. Just as the sun provides life for all things, so is the Most High God. As they want to block out the physical sun, so they want to block out the spiritual sun, the Most High, allowing darkness physically and spiritually. Like
entire Earth is moving into another dimension. We're living in very exciting times right now. Things that have never happened in the history of the universe are happening right now. Vibrations and frequencies of the whole Earth are changing to what's called the New Earth. And this is in the Bible, too, in the book of Revelations, when they talk about the new heaven and the new earth. You're going through a lot of things to see. Main thing is getting rid of the karma. You're going through a testing time. Do you want to stay with the old earth? Do you want to stay on the wheel of karma? Or do you want to move on where there is no karma in the new earth? And many, many people are moving there. They're moving into it right now. In order to move, our vibrations and frequencies of our own bodies have to change to match that of the earth as it moves. See, the earth is a living being, too. And it's moving into its next incarnation.